Hey, what's up guys, it's SPSnake here, bringing you guys another Advanced Warfare video here today. Today we're going to be going over another best class setup. This one is going to be for the shotguns. I'm using the Bulldog in particular in this gameplay just because I found this one to be a little bit more fun and a little bit more consistent than the other two shotguns in the game. So with that being said, you guys can go ahead and use the same perks, same attachments on any other shotgun. If you guys go beast mode with attack, go ahead, by all means, use attack, whatever floats your boat. If you guys love the Bulldog like I do, then run it with the Bulldog. I just personally prefer the Bulldog a little bit better, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, mainly because it's a little bit more consistent since you can pretty much just spam the bullets out at the enemy. So if you miss one, no big deal, the other one is on its way and you just take them out with the second shot. But let's go ahead and talk about something before I get into the class setup. So there's three different reticle sizes that I want to mention. We're not going to go into numbers really in depth with all this coding and stuff. This all pretty much is coming from just visually looking at the screen. You guys already noticed the reticle when you're aiming down sight. Some of you guys may forget it's there since a lot of the times where you're playing with assault rifles or some machine guns, you're aiming down sight and you're only focused on the iron sight. The reticles pretty much just disappear. So when you're playing with a shotgun and you're completely still, you're going to have the tightest spread of the pellets. If you guys notice, the reticle is quite small. Once you start moving, it becomes a little bit larger, and if you're using the gun hole perk and you're moving, then it's going to become your full screen. And that's why I'm going to recommend to not use the gun hole ability. Some of you guys may be tempted. You would think it would be the best shotgun perk and it was made for some machine guns and shotgun. But in actuality, it's not the case. It just pretty much hurts you more than it helps you. At times, it might help you, but a lot of times, you would just get a bunch of hit markers, which with the Bulldog, it might not be as big as a problem as if you were using attack. But still, you don't want to get like 20,000 hit markers. A lot of the times, if they're using like the Battle Inferno or the other one, they're probably pretty much just going to melt you. So you don't want that at all. So don't use the gun hole perk, and that's pretty much the sizes that you're going to get. Now, aiming down sight is basically going to allow you to have the tightest spread, which is going to be as if you're just standing completely still. It's going to be equivalent to that, and that's what you want to get. And now, let's go ahead and go over the class setup real quick, and I'm going to go over the very first attachment, which I find to be the most important attachment for shotguns. And just thinking about it right now, I find it to be, I think, even a little bit more helpful than the advanced rifling, to be honest. Of course, advanced rifling is one of the better attachments for shotguns. Everybody recommends that. I personally recommend you guys run advanced rifling. The more range you have, the better. The more kills you get, the shotgun becomes a tiny bit more consistent, and overall, it's just one of the better attachments. So I'm going to classify the stock to be as one of the must-have attachments on a shotgun. So why is that? So mainly when you're hip firing, a lot of the times in older Call of Duties, you would hip fire, go behind cover, come back out, hip fire, go back in, and stuff like that. You want it to be as mobile as possible, or sometimes if you come into a room, you hip fire, you turn around, hip fire, you're very mobile. You can move around rather quickly, and when you're aiming down sight, you just don't have the same mobility. So you want to increase that mobility, and that's where stock comes into effect. You want to come around corners, aiming down sight, ready to fire. You're gonna have the tightest spread. You're gonna be more accurate because you're aiming down sight. It's a lot easier to aim while you're aiming down sight, and overall you're just gonna do a lot better. It's gonna be a lot easier. The main secret to using a shotgun is to be very mobile and just be quick on your feet. Just get into the enemy's face real quickly. These are short range weapons, and that's where stock comes into effect along with lightweight. As you see, it's one of my perks. Lightweight is always a perk that I run on shotguns because, like I mentioned, I just want to be as close as possible to the enemy, as quick as possible. So everything is just quick about the shotgun. You want to be quick, you want to be fast, you want to have mobility. And if you guys are paying attention to my gameplay, you guys can see 95% of the time I'm aiming down sight. I'm coming around corners already aiming when I know there's an enemy there, especially since I have threat detection on my UAV. It lets me know, it lets me be aware of when people are coming around corners. It's just basically a wall hack. And that's pretty much the big secret of using the shotguns: being mobile, using stock, using lightweight to make to help you become faster and be able to aim down sight around corners. You know, quick draw can be very helpful as well if you guys have the point to spare. If you guys don't worry about it. Just make sure you're prepared when you're coming around the corner, already aimed down sight and ready to go. But those are pretty much the only things I really recommend on the shotguns, which would be one, advanced rifling if you guys have it unlocked, along with stock, lightweight, and the other ones are pretty standard. Blast suppressor, you want to be using that. That's probably like just overall one of the best perks within Advanced Warfare. Other than that, you can run anything else. You guys can go ahead and copy this class setup in particular, but I really just wanted to go over the stock and the lightweight combination, along with aiming down sight with the shotgun more instead of hip firing. And also the laser sight is okay, not the best thing in the world though. If you have a point to spare, you may want to run it. If you don't, then don't worry about it, you'll be just fine. The main secret is just aim down sight, be very mobile, be quick on your feet, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys didn't, could drop a like, that'd be hella appreciated. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care guys, peace.